of this room. You can pick up a copy. This spec is also available on the web, and it is a living document over the next 90 days as we continue to get developer input. Our carbon data analyzer is also available off the URL, which you can get also throughout the conference. You can download and run this analyzer, and then we will automatically over the internet take that data, apply it to the latest API, state-of-the-art spec, and produce custom HTML pages that show you exactly where your app is in Carbon and where it's not. That stuff is available as of today. So that is our strategy with Mac OS 10. Its parents were System 8 and Rhapsody. We are targeting Mac OS 10 for the G3, which means that all of the products we are shipping will run OS 10. In addition, Carbon apps will run on System 8 on the complete line of products we ship with System 8. So Mac OS 10, what specifically is it? Protected memory. When an app crashes, it will not bring down the system. Virtual memory. No more fixed size heaps. We will manage the memory in an extremely sophisticated VM system. Preemptive multitasking. That means real multitasking. Multi-threading. Fast networking. The networking is screaming. Our prototypes are keeping 200 megabit Ethernet cards fully saturated simultaneously. Very fast file I/O. Fully PowerPC native, the whole OS. It screams. There's no 68K code in this. And even if you don't tune up your own OS 8 apps, they will run, they just will not get the new features. You've got to tune them up to get to the new features, but even if you don't, they will run. So we carry all the apps over on OS 10. And we believe we're going to have a very easy transition as these things go. And we've got porting centers, and we've got all that stuff set up, and we are ready to help people, but so far it's looking really, really good. Mac OS 10. I want to give you the schedule. First, let's start with System 8. This is a very important part of our strategy, and it's not going away. As you know, we shipped 8.1 in January. We're going to ship Allegro in Q3, probably in September, and Allegro is going to be called 8.5. As we move into next year, we're going to have, if you will, an Allegro.1 or 8.6 in Q1 of next year, and Sonata, codename Sonata, in Q3 of next year. So again, if you notice, we're shipping a release approximately every 6 months of System 8, and our software team is doing an incredible job, I think, of making doggone good releases and getting them out on schedule. So this is looking great to us. And Allegro is turning out wonderfully, and you'll hear about that in the sessions, I believe they're tomorrow. Allegro is looking beautiful for this fall. So let's go back to this year, and let's layer in now Rhapsody. Okay, Rhapsody, Developer Release 2 is available today. You can get it today. I think they might even be in your bags. I'm not sure. Developer Release 2 is available today, and we will ship 1.0 of Rhapsody in next quarter, Q3. And then from then on, Rhapsody transitions into OS 10. It is the fundamental OS underpinnings of OS 10. Okay, let's layer in OS 10. OS 10 draft spec today. We will ship a beta of OS 10 in Q1 of next year, and we will ship 10.0, the biggest leap in the Mac OS since it was first introduced, Q3 of next year. That's where we are, and we are very confident that we can meet that schedule. Okay? That's where we are. Going from where we are today in Q2 with a draft spec, 5 quarters later, shipping a production release. Mac OS 10. Now, all this has just been setting the stage to show you this stuff. And to show you this stuff, I'd like to now welcome one of my colleagues, somebody I've worked with for over a decade, Dr. Avi Tavanian, our Senior Vice President of Software for Apple Computer. Let's do it.
was just watching those slides backstage with all those CD images on it for this year and next year. There's a lot of them. We got a lot of work to do. But so far we're doing okay. So when we started thinking about really putting this kind of a strategy together, I think it's worth mentioning that a bunch of people said, well, you can't really do that. It's too difficult. You don't understand how the Mac OS apps work. You just can't do it. But like Steve said, we just decided to go and do it. We decided, look, we can analyze this forever. We can write white papers about it. But let's just get some engineers together. Let's pull out the APIs. Let's write these tools to find out what the apps do. And let's just dive right in and start writing code, importing code, and doing whatever it takes. And so we did that. And we found that we were fast approaching this conference. And of course, for this conference, we like to have some demos of what we're working on. And everyone was really scared because, well, gee, it's a lot of work. It's a real lot of work. And, you know, to get the basic technology working and then have apps work on top of it is really difficult, and we didn't think we were going to do it. But there's nothing like a deadline. And so I'm happy to report that we can actually show you some stuff today. So let me get Jim Batson up here, who's going to help me show you what we've been working on for the past few months. Okay, so that's it. Can we get the right screen fixed? Okay, well, watch on the left screen then. Okay, so we've been working on the basic libraries for quite a while now, and we actually started that in the context of porting the QuickTime code onto Rhapsody. And in fact, we have a DR2 system running here with the initial version or the current version of the Carbon APIs. So as we got close to this conference and we started feeling as though we could do some demos, we started to port some apps. And so we started with one that sounds simple, Simple Text. Why don't we bring that up, Jim?
Okay. So we're launching Simple Text. And Simple Text is